Right behind me, I've got the 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie Night Edition. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Milton Chrysler for allowing me to review this beautiful Laramie Night Edition. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the Ram 2500s, the safety features that you do get with the Laramie here, the engine specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing. Now, as for the different models available with the 2500s, first off, depending on the model that you do pick, you can pick from different configurations like the drive type, box length, and the cab type. And then you have all of these different models that you can pick from. As for the safety features that you do get with the Laramie model here is a list of all the ones that do come with this. In terms of what powers the Laramie here, this does have the optional 6.7 liter Cummins high output turbocharged diesel engine, which makes 430 horsepower and a whopping 1,075 pound-foot of torque. And the way that this truck is spec'd out, you can tow about 18,820 pounds. All right, before I get started, I just want to show you the window sticker on this because this thing does have a bunch of options added to it. So as I walk around the truck here, you are going to notice all of those. All right, let's start off in the front here. Look at how aggressive these heavy duty trucks look. Now on the bumper here, you obviously have a body color bumper. You kind of have like this lower grille area with the front recovery hooks, along with the front safety sensors and the LED fog lights. And then once you do move into like the grille area, the bottom portion here, you do have a sensor with more openings obviously around it. And then you get into the main grille here. Look at how nicely this thing is designed. There's a ton of gloss black everywhere on this, and even like this opening here on both the sides looks very, very unique. You've got the blacked out Ram letters here. Now there's no front facing camera, but this is where typically it would be. And then you move into these gorgeous lights. I like the daytime one right here. You got the light here, so kind of like split into two sections, which at nighttime and even right now, this thing looks mean. Now over on the hood here, you have this venting, but it's not functional, but it does look cool. And on the side, you've got more of like the venting here. It also says 2500 heavy duty. Now coming to the side, you've got the typical 2500 look on this. And if we take a look up top, first off, you do have your clearance lamps right there. And then further up, you do have a power sunroof. And around the windows, it's all your typical blacked out look. And then your door handles do come body color. And then you've got these massive, massive tow mirrors. Look how big these things are. You've got the lights here, the turn signals. And then on the fender on the side here, you do have the Cummins turbo diesel badging. Even on the sides of the door, you got the Ram letters. And this also has the power side step. So when you do open up the door, they pop out just like that. When you do close the door, they sit nice and flush against the body. And then as for these wheels, these are super cool looking. You've got like this matte black finish going on, and these are your 20-inch wheels. So if I do take a step back, with everything blacked out, the bits and pieces on this, these wheels definitely look good on this. All right, coming to the rear, the nice looks obviously continue. You've got the same body color rear bumper, more rear safety sensors. You've got your hitch there in the center, and then all of your different towing outlets up by the license plate area. And on the side here, you do have a step. So to pop that out, all you got to do is this and push out just like that. Now on the tailgate here, you've got the nice blacked out Laramie badging, the massive Ram letters, and it also says 4x4. And up here by the tailgate area, you have your rear camera, an LED light down there. And speaking of LED light, the rear tail lights are also LED, and I really like how these are designed. Now let's go ahead and open up the tailgate here and see what we have. So this is a soft opening, as you can see. Now back here, you do have the spray and bed liner, which I highly recommend on any vehicle. And back here, you have all your hooks. These ones, a 115 volt outlet and LED bed lighting on both of the sides. Now over on the rear glass here, the middle window is power opening. And then if you look way up top there by the light, you do have a bed camera. Now let's check out the interior on this and see what we have going on. So it's an all black interior, but there are bits and pieces that do stand out. Now down here, you do have some room obviously, and then this nice looking speaker grille in this aluminum finish, more chrome around that, more space here, soft touch here, up here, and then you have this beautiful suede material with this wood finish as well, and obviously more chrome, and all of this you'll notice throughout the interior. Now let's check out the interior, the seats on this. You've got an all black interior, but you do have areas that do stand out, like for example, perforated back and bottom sections. And even on this, you have the cool designing, the gray piping, stitching, and also on the side, you have the suede material. The rear seats do come heated, which is nice. And then also pulling this bad boy down, you do have your cup holders. Now lifting up the rear seats here, you do have this section which you can pop up like that and have storage space underneath, but this also opens up and you can kind of turn this into a table kind of. So that's what that looks like. And obviously if the other side is out, it'll be nice and open. And back here, you have more cup holders on the bottom. On the floor here, I like what Ram does. Now this is different than the 1500s, but you do have your in-floor storage bins. There's no ruler markings or anything, but these can be popped out if you do need to wash them. Now I'm gonna quickly jump back here and show you the legroom and the headroom. Okay, as you make your way inside, look at the legroom. I have tons of legroom and this seat can definitely be adjusted. So I have a ton of legroom. Now in terms of the headroom, again, no issues at all. I'm wearing a hat. For reference, I'm 5'11" and I'm very, very comfortable. Now behind the driver and the passenger seats, I really like how it's all soft touch material, no plastic, plus you have storage compartments. And on the center console back here, you have more cup holders, more of that nice wood trimming, the chrome trimming, the venting, some space here if you are charging your phone, rear heated seat controls, USB ports, and a 115 volt outlet. All right, let's check out the front and see if anything is different compared to the rear. The only thing I can really notice is a much bigger area with this cushion here with 2 cup holders. And up here, it does actually say Harman Kardon because that's what you get with this. You have another small speaker up here. Other than that, you have your typical window controls, side mirror controls, and then your driver memory seat controls. Now this button right here is to extend the side mirrors. This one is to adjust your little mirror at the bottom. And then here are your lights for the side mirrors. Let's check out the front seats here. These are identical to the rear seats. Very nice, very comfortable. You've got the Laramie stitched up here on both of the seats. The front seats do come heated and ventilated. And on the side here, you have all of your seat controls. Down here, just your handy dandy foot pedals. Here is your hood latch release. This doesn't have an electronic parking brake, so it's manual. And here is the power on off for the plug that you saw on the bed. Here's all of the exterior lights, the fog lights, the back lights, cluster dimmers, and even the venting here, you do have more chrome around it. And the steering wheel does come manual adjustable. Now for your foot pedals, you do have this control here, which is power adjustments. Now entering inside, I just want to show you something cool on the cluster area. When I do start up the truck here, you have that nice Laramie animation. All right, entering inside, your dashboard is covered in like this hard soft material and the plastic and contrast stitching. You got a speaker there in the corner, in the middle there, and on the other side. And then you get into this super nice looking fully digital 12-inch cluster area. I really like the detailing on this, even like where it says Laramie at the top, and you have illuminated side lights. So on here, you can view all sorts of different information, and to control that, it's all through here. And even if pressing this will bring up these little sections, so you can go through these. Let's exit out of that and just press the typical down arrows or left and right. And depending on the menu that you're in, some of the things will have more things. Plus, you can also see a full map view here. As for the steering wheel, you do have soft touch material, and this does come heated. And you do have more chrome all the way around, plus the aluminum looking Ram badge here. On the left here, you do have all your cluster controls here as well, and then the phone controls. The other side has all of your cruise control settings, follow distance, and your gear limit. Now behind the steering wheel, you do have your wipers, high beams, and indicators. And then since this is a diesel, you do have your shifter here. And one thing to note, back here also, you do have your media controls behind the steering wheel. Now over on the center armrest here, more soft touch, the contrast stitching, the nice Ram logo here. Opening up the first section, you do have space here. Opening up the second section, you have a ton more deeper storage space here with some like Easter eggs with the vehicles. So on here, you have more space, cup holders. Moving this back, you have more space down here, an outlet down there. You've got 2 spots for your phone. Both of these are wireless charging, USB ports here. And if you love numbers or math, well, you have all the measurements here. Now along the sides here of the center console, you have more chrome trimming and like this gray trimming as well, plus more storage area. And you're gonna notice that on the passenger side as well. Over on the left here, you have all your different modes here. And then here is your trailer brake controller, and then you can use the gain and whatnot from there. And then here are a few more controls. You have your trailer height, tow haul, the exhaust brake, and then your parking sensors for the front and rear to turn them on or off. And as for the screen, this is your 14.5-inch touchscreen. How nice is that? You have heating and cooling controls on both of the sides, plus your hazards, traction control, and then your lane keep off to the right. So on here, I really like what they've done with this. So let me show you the homepage for a second. You kind of have like a split screen, the top and bottom. Swiping over, you can add even more widgets. So that's what that looks like on the homepage. And if I go to the media section, you have your AM, FM, Sirius XM, and you also have your wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The next section here is for your climate, obviously, or you can use the controls on the sides. But on here, you are going to find your heated seats, vented seats, and the heated steering wheel. and then is the phone section once you do have it paired, obviously. Next is the vehicle section. So on here, you have a bunch of menus up top. Right now, it's under controls. So you have your mirror dimmer, bed lowering, power side steps, and vehicle camera. So on here, you just have your rear camera and the cargo camera. So if I just go to the rear camera, that's what that looks like. And then here is the cargo camera that I was mentioning. So let's exit out of this. And then it automatically goes to the cameras. Here under dashboards, you have off-road pages. So all of your necessary off-road information. Once that does pop up, you can see things like your dynamics, gauges, pitch and roll. And then heading back, you also have your towing and trailers. So trailer 1, 2, once all of this is connected, you can go ahead and fine tune it. And then finally is the settings. Typical on any vehicle, you can fine tune all of this to your liking. And then under apps, you have your favorites. And then all of these are done by category, plus you have Alexa built in. And then is your navigation right there. Now, even on the side of the screen on the dash here, you have more of the gray trimming, chrome trimming, and this beautiful wood trimming. And on the top behind the screen, you have more space, an outlet, and it says RAM. Up top here, just your handy dandy rear view mirror. Moving further up, you have your tailgate open here, interior lights, SOS, assist, the sunroof controls here, and then the rear power sliding window. And here's where you put your sunglasses. And here is the key fob for this Laramie, just your typical RAM key. All right, let's come around to the passenger side and let me show you what you get on this side. So here's that space I was talking about on the side. And then on the dash here, you have this section that opens up, plus it says Laramie. And to open this, you just press this, which reveals your hidden compartment area. And you do have your typical glove compartment space. And here is the window sticker for this Laramie. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie Night Edition. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this?